Yo, I'm back, and I'm back with another reaction video. We got something new today, the police camera, dash cam, body cam, got all that good stuff. They say it's an hour long. We probably not gonna watch an hour of it, but let's get into it. We all love a good police chase, or you know, we like drama, so let's get into it.
It's not often you see two cops failing to overpower someone, but this guy has everything under control. He refuses to yield, even when the two cops are on top of him. What's impressive, though, is his sheer strength.
Man, he got two police on him and he picking up the four-wheeler?
Once he's got control of his bike, however, it's pretty much game over for the officers. After all, they can't cope with the guy's strength, let alone the bike pulling away at the same time.
Wow, he about to get away. Then they turn in their badge.
Suspects can go to great lengths to
turn in your
avoid
handcuffs,
arrest,
turn in your
and we've all
badge,
seen their
all of that.
escape
Monday
devolve
morning.
into high-speed police chases. This guy is no different, as he dramatically races through the freeway after a traffic stop.
It's signal forward on the bridge. It's crashing on the bridge right now. Lake County, it just crashed on the bridge.
The police are fully prepared, though, catching the suspect off guard with their road spikes and making him crash into the side of the bridge. What they don't realize, however, is the fact that this guy will do anything to escape the clutches of the law.
It's on the top of the bridge right now.
Hold on, bro. So the police set spike strips on a bridge? Come on now. That gotta be illegal. On a bridge? Bro, what would happen if he would have went off, like, the side of the road, like the street, off the railing? That gotta be illegal. You can do that? Bro, on a bridge, really? If he crashed, he going straight to the water. What if he can't swim? I mean, I get it, he shouldn't be running, but come on, man. On a bridge is wild.
He's running right now. Looks like he might. He's like trying to hop off the bridge right now.
In an audacious attempt to flee, the suspect
like he about to
jumps off
jump.
the bridge into the river underneath. This is
Oh,
a
he
massive
jumped.
drop, and he's probably going to be sore for weeks. But hey,
Never mind.
anything for freedom, right?
He's standing on the foot of the bridge.
They not jumping in behind him.
And he just jumped off the bridge.
Hey, if he can hold his breath,
Well,
he'll be
turns
good.
out
Hold your
jumping from the
breath,
bridge and
swim to the
through a
bottom.
river isn't that easy
Never
after
mind.
all, because our suspect finds himself stranded in
Never
the middle
mind.
with nowhere left to go. And before you know it, he's being rescued and arrested by officers
Well,
on
that
a
was
police
pointless.
boat. Speaking of going to great lengths to escape the police,
That's bad.
here's a stolen car
Rescued
speeding through
and
Minnesota
arrested.
during an intense chase. There are two teenage suspects inside, and they're both being extremely reckless, so much so that they drive the vehicle off an overpass.
Dang. See?
Surprisingly, the teens escape the totaled car without any life-threatening injuries. The suspects don't even care that they've just had a
Are they gonna
massive
hop out and do the
crash as
dash?
they get out and start running across the freeway.
Yeah. They get loose.
Once on foot and burdened by
They
their
could've killed
injuries,
theyself.
there's only so much they can do. Despite their attempts to escape and outrun the police, it's only a matter of time before the officers catch up and make the arrest.
Bro, I really want to know what's the percentage of people actually get away from police? Like, I get it. You can do the dash and you can get little sometimes, and it just depends on where you at, where you might be able to get away. But situations like this, bro, just give up. Like, give up, bro. First of all, the chopper already on your tail. If the chopper on your tail, it's over with. It's over with. And I don't know if this is like the police chopper or like the news chopper, but either way it go, like, if you see the chopper, it's over with. I ain't no shaking them. And I'm just, curious to know what is the percentage of the people that actually get away. Because if the percentage is really low, y'all should really stop trying to run. Don't make sense. This dude almost killed himself and the passenger for trying to do the dash, trying to get away.
Let's turn things down a notch and make them a little less dangerous for a sec, because this guy has been accused of carrying drugs with him to a festival, and now he's being chased through the streets by a police officer.
Of course he failed.
There's no high-octane driving here, and let's be honest, the officer could have shown a little more haste. The suspect isn't exactly running away like the Flash and keeps stumbling in his effort to escape, but he does have a little trick up his sleeve.
He failed. Threw his hands up. Sight.
He stops himself to make it look like he's given up. However,
Get little.
as the officer thinks the chase is over, the suspect gets up and sprints away. He's quick and jumps into the river without hesitation, leaving the poor officer behind.
Boy, you niggas be Olympic swimmers when the police behind you.
His methods might not be graceful, but they are effective.
For an escape route, there's nowhere to go, so she makes a daring leap, jumping from roof to roof, then hops off, landing on someone's car.
Oh, that's not...
Believe it or not, the chase starts
My
with her
roof.
driving recklessly.
Nah, she on somebody else's
She's a
car.
robbery suspect, and the police are after her. But she's a total daredevil, going to great lengths to avoid arrest.
The bizarre police chase started with the woman behind the wheel of this car, weaving through traffic in LA, coming dangerously close to hitting other drivers.
It's only when she's unable to elude the police that she decides to get out and climb on top of a rooftop for her mind-blowing acrobatics. That said, she can't run forever, and it's only a matter of time until the officers catch up.
This is where they're gonna jump out?
Unable to shake the cops, she pulls over and makes a run for it, along with her male passenger. To the roof she goes, thinking maybe that...
As her last stand, she meets her partner in crime again on a roof and hugs him. Once they're...
Hey, but just imagine the people that's in the crib chilling and they hear somebody on their roof. I know they was in the house tripping. I think it's pointless. Like, it's pointless if you gonna run away from the police and you driving, and if you ain't got good whip skills, you might as well give up. You might as well give up. Like, apparently she done drove herself to a dead end where she can't go nowhere. So like, now she got to hop out on foot, like, and you definitely not finna lose them on foot, like.
Done with their romance, it's finally time for this real handful of a couple to get arrested.
Gymnastics here.
The woman meets up with her partner in crime.
And they
at the
gave
top of the
up.
shed.
Oh, there we go.
After one last romantic hug, it's time to give up.
Now here's one of the most
that's
bizarre
romantic.
police chases you're ever gonna see. The Mustang driver's been wreaking havoc on the roads, driving off to the side and speeding his way through. But that's not it. This guy is here to have some fun with the police. He has a fast car, and there's no way the police can catch him in a straight line. So he proceeds to slow down at intersections, making it seem like he's ready to pull over, only to accelerate again right as the officers start getting out of their car. The chase continues.
Hold on, man. Buddy was bored. It ain't like he was on to nothing. He just driving fast, trying to be a dickhead. Like, what was the point? You rolled past them, they wasn't after you or nothing, and you just wanted, like, smoke. That's dumb. That's unwanted attention. That's dumb. Y'all niggas be crashing out for nothing.
News for many more minutes, with the Mustang driver slowing down and speeding up again. And the officers don't seem to mind that either, going for 3 whole minutes without blaring out their first siren. It's a strange game of cat and mouse. It feels like the suspect could do this all day, but after being chased around for almost 5 minutes, he's had enough, and now he's ready to escape. So he pulls onto the freeway, puts the pedal to the metal, and makes the police eat dust. Sometimes
so he already knew what was up.
Even when you
he knew he was going to get away.
You can't afford to slack off until you've put handcuffs on him. These officers haven't gotten the memo, though, and think they've got everything under control. Well, at least until everything goes wrong.
He out.
The suspect is quick-witted.
He booked it. He booked it on 4 police. Like 2 of them in the back was like, I ain't gonna chase.
He's much faster on his feet than any of the cops, and from the looks of it, there's no way any of them are catching up to him. He's got stamina for days. Sure, the police could always call for backup.
He got little.
But regardless of what happens now, he has made an absolute fool out of the cops, and they won't be happy about that one bit. Let's face it, police cars aren't
he got
exactly
little.
off the tarmac, especially when up against an off-roading vehicle. So, when the officers decide to chase down this Polaris Razor, they're in for nothing but humiliation. The Razor is agile both on the road and through the fields, and the suspects driving it are also extremely reckless, making sharp turns at a whim. In fact, at one point, they even drive on 2 wheels to escape the police.
That's wild.
It's a crazy chase with incredible twists and turns as the cops keep up with the speeding vehicle despite all the obstacles for almost 5 minutes. However, once the Razor drives into some dense forest, it's game over for the police car.
They gotta be in the country.
Sure, the officers try to rush into the woods on foot, but if they can't catch the suspects in their patrol vehicle, there's no chance they can do it while running. So after a few minutes of following tracks, the police eventually had to give up the chase.
Hey, the success rate in this video is
and burdened by their injuries.
It's
There's
pretty
only so much
high.
they can do.
It's like
Despite
3 people
their
that got
attempts
away
to
already.
escape and outrun the police, it's only a matter of time before the officers catch up and make the arrest.
Reverse into those cops right there.
The truck was thrown into reverse and wove through the police cruisers that were trying to stop it.
This is nuts.
Going about...
Now, reversing out of a dead end is one thing, but the suspect also takes it to the next level by driving backward on the streets. And the police? They just let him reverse recklessly, hoping he crashes into something and stops by himself.
miles per hour, the suspect continued to drive backwards.
Now his whip game proper.
Officers
He backing
The trip
up.
gets old pretty quickly, and the suspect has to turn his car around at an intersection. Once it turns into an old-school police chase, however, he's in the cops' playground, and things probably aren't going to work out for him.
It finally spins around the correct direction, only to run into several parked cars.
Predictably, the suspect loses control of his car and crashes. And from that point, it's your usual foot chase. But since
How
he's
you
been
driving
leading the
better
police for a very
backwards
long
than you?
time, it doesn't last much longer, as a
Dummy.
police helicopter makes him give up.
Oh no, no, no!
The suspect took off on foot while the LAPD chopper shone a light on him. He eventually gave himself up to police.
Here's a crazy scene from Australia as a man runs across the neighborhood with a police car behind him. The suspect has been driving recklessly across town, crashing into multiple vehicles on his way.
The desperate man legs it down Liberator Drive at Power.
That's a police car in Australia?
Police who are hot on his...
He's led the officers on a wild goose chase and has totaled a bunch of cars on the way, including his own. Better yet, he's incredibly quick and doesn't even need his car to elude the cops as he effortlessly climbs fences to escape.
He runs into a driveway and jumps fences as officers sprint after him. Seconds before, his grey BMW station wagon crashed.
There's only so much you can run through the suburbs before being intercepted, though, and that turns out to be the downfall for this guy too, as he's eventually arrested.
Chased him through the northern suburbs, at one stage terminating the pursuit for safety reasons. The Monopara West man's been charged with multiple offences, including dangerous...
Safe to say, he's in for a long sentence. We've all seen suspects diving into rivers to escape the police, but this guy has turned things up a notch by swimming into an ocean and getting a mile away from the shore. Believe it or not, he's been swimming for almost 4 hours.
guy thought he
in
was
the
being
ocean?
very clever, jumping into the ocean and
Swimming for 4 hours is crazy.
As he fled police.
The suspect was involved in an armed robbery and made this latest escape after a traffic stop. Sure, he may have eluded the police, but he doesn't realize there's a much bigger and deadlier adversary right next to him, a massive shark.
Pretty well, too, until this 5-foot-long shark showed up.
Luckily, the shark is far enough from him not to cause any trouble. As for the police, there's a helicopter chasing him, and there's not much he could do to swim away from that.
What?
So, after spending hours in the sea, the suspect...
Nah, hold on. So you much rather run away from the police and take your chances in the ocean with a shark? Yeah, that boy had to be high off the dog food. And swimming for that long? I need you on my swim team, bud.
Has to return to shore.
About 4 hours later, the suspect finally gave up and returned to shore.
Hold on.
Reluctantly.
Hours in the sea is crazy. That nigga got out looking like a raisin for sure. Hey man, I'm gonna stop it right here. I want to do like 2 or 3 parts to this, so I'm gonna do it in segments, you feel me? So a little quick video. So far it's lit. And once again, I want to know the success rate of who actually gets away. I think we just seen like 2 or 3 people get away in this video alone. So if you about to flee and run away from any police, just be smart about it, you feel me? If you're gonna do the dash and the whip, make sure you can drive. If you're gonna hop out on foot, make sure you fast. Cause if you're not, it's pointless. It's pointless. And don't put yourself in other harm's way by jumping into the ocean. You much rather get eaten by a shark than going to jail. Nah, do that little time, man. You'll be out in about 3 years. Do that little time. But anyway, man, to the next video, a little quick reaction to the next one. Peace.